Hello, welcome to our next episode of Dragon Age. We're all laughing about horribly mispronouncing elven words, so I still got the giggles from that. Before we jump into everything, I'm going to say a few words about our sponsors, let everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll hand it off to Hannah to run. So sponsors are in chat, which are Fundamental RPG. It's a simple D20 system that's not tied to any genre, so you can use it to play any style of game that you would like, from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between. You can pick up the physical copies on Amazon, or if you prefer a digital version that you can use on your tablet or phone, you can pick that up at coffee.com/raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Also, Die Hard Dice. They sell amazing polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. You can check out their stuff at dieharddice.com, and if you use the code BLACKFEATHER, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off of your entire order. I highly recommend checking out the Winter's Embrace Dire D20. It's this really big metal D20 that's super satisfying to roll, and it's sparkly and pretty, so go check it out. And then if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. So, intro, starting with the top left. Paladin, tell us a little bit about Jade and yourself.
Hi, I wasn't expecting to be first because I'm stupid. Hi everybody, I'm Paladin Hulk, Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday, Little Red Dot, and Polished Cryptid. And today I am playing Jade, your humble servant who is not at all a secret agent of any sort. No. Perish the thought. Also, we're grave robbing today. That's fun.
It is indeed. Thank you so much, Michael Wayne, for that $5 donation for a advantage to a random player, which I'm going to roll for. And that's going to go to Hannah.
This can only go well.
Exactly.
Hooray!
Exactly. And then I guess that means I'm next. So I am Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related or adjacent. Just getting that advantage put into place there. There we go. My link tree is in chat, or if you can't see chat, it is linktr.ee/the Raven, like it's spelled below my face here. And then I play Drafferth, or Draff. She is a sort of a punk rock kind of mage who joined the Grey Wardens and was promptly pseudo kicked out for being a major pain in the ass. She's a lot of fun to play, and she's chaos, but I'm excited. Next, we'll hop over to Anina. Tell us a little bit about your character and yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Anina Kasky. I'm an actor and writer, and you can find me on YouTube as The Awkward Actress, where I post comedy sketches, comedian monologues, and a dark drama web series. There's also some tabletop and D&D sketches there. There will be more in the future, and I will also be doing a new D&D show called Bardic Quest, and then you will be able to watch that at the end of from the end of September on YouTube. So please do look up the Bardic Quest. I'm on that as well, and The Awkward Actress on YouTube. I'm gonna put a link into the chat so you can find me. And Velika is a very lost and confused city elf who doesn't remember how she got here. Doesn't remember much at all.
Awesome. Next, we've got B. Tell us a little bit about Alan and yourself.
Yeah, my name's John Bellson. I go by B or Behemoth, or just pick a series of letters, and I will likely respond to it. Because
A, B, C.
Exactly. What? Why are you talking to me? I don't need to be sung at right now. I'm a writer. I'm a world builder. I'm running or assisting to run the Deus Angelis roleplay server, and we're working on a comic and a game and all sorts of stuff for that. Almost a professional invalid, so that's a thing. It's kind of fun. Government sponsored. Then Alan is Alan is a Kunari technically spy because they figured they could just sort of brainwash him and throw him at things to kill them. But he discovered that he really, really likes tiny cakes. And he likes making tiny cakes, and he likes talking about tiny cakes. Cake is basically the 90% of his interests are all cake based. And yeah, he's dumb. He's not that bright, but he knows he's not bright. But as far as he's concerned, this is an amazing adventure between him, his bestest friend, the clearly not a spy butler, the cake lady, and a boat. That is wonderful. It makes me so happy. Oh,
It's so great.
it's so much fun.
Awesome. And then Hannah, tell us about yourself and take it away.
Hello, mortals. My name's Hannah, or Wohannah, anywhere you can find me on the internet, and I will be holding the reins of this rowdy crew. I love it. So where we kind of last left off, we had been... Oh my gosh, I can't think of words. Recruited by the Inquisitor to assist in some vague task, and Meryl had led you through the crossroads to an alluvium that led straight into the Grand Necropolis, which is where we left off. You are now... The mirror is still gently lit behind you, and in front of you is just dark tunnels, and then further on down you can see torchlight. And that's where we are.
I assume that it no longer looks like a black and white nightmare hellscape to Alan
So
here.
it's no longer grayscale to Alan. You are back in the
Hey.
real world.
And he
It's
himself
not-
is no longer grayscale.
The oppressive magic is different, but still oppressive. It definitely feels magical down here.
Like we see
You
it
have
across.
been instructed to find the grave of Ashabelinar, which Meryl told you should be marked by dragon iconography. Now, I don't know how much y'all know about Navarra, but the Pendergasts, who rule the nation, are renowned dragon hunters. So, good luck.
Does anyone know this place?
We're in Navarra. This is where they
Hey.
store their dead.
Oh,
Yes.
They're
See, I
important dead.
I have been where dead people are, but not usually where they are put after.
It's apparently a vast complex, the size of a city,
so it's a graveyard?
more or less.
It's
Yes.
creepy.
The mirror behind us, it's still active, yes?
Yes.
Like, does it look magical? Or, like,
Absolutely,
can we...
it does.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of, you can't see through it. It's
Mhm.
a shimmery, it's a slight glow.
Well, this mirror is our only way back, so I volunteer. I know, I'm being very selfless to stay here and guard the mirror from, anyone who's looking. And then
But she
you powerful
she-
magical
she got
warriors
another-
can go and
got the other
find...
side. Like
Oh, yes, but-
lady got the other side.
Yes, but people can walk through.
Yes,
And
and,
then
then
stab her.
and then she did magic. She
And
do- she
well,
do
yes, but
magic.
then this thing will close up and we'll be stuck
then,
here.
But then we do not have your big brain find great place.
Yes, I know.
There are
I
many,
have
many dragon
so
grave
much
forts.
trust in your abilities, Mr. Ross, to find this grave, and I'm sure our two mages assisting you can help you open it.
Velika grabs onto Jade's arm and go, you have to come with us. I'm not letting
Yes,
go.
Cake Lady said, as far as I'm concerned, he's law now.
I mean, there's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone is dead.
You have to come with us.
Right, if everyone's
Yes,
dead,
because,
then
because dead things have never walked around before.
if they're
I
all
mean, have they not?
if they're
I've
all
never
dead,
seen a
then there's
corpse move.
nobody to go through the mirror, so
Story
no
of
need to guard it.
Hans,
Would anyone-
stop.
Would anyone like to make a? I guess it would be like some kind of knowledge check. Let me get it for us to see if anyone knows much about the Grand Necropolis.
I'd know something.
You
I'm
seem the
Happy to
most
roll
likely.
for it, if I remember.
I think I could probably say what the Kuhn has to say about.
Yeah, I could roll. Would that be cunning?
Oh my good. Here we go. Cunning. I guess cultural lore.
All right,
Cunning.
Be the best
let's see what happens here.
Let's see what Draff and Jade have heard of about the Grand Necropolis.
Probably not a whole lot.
Why doesn't it show my stun points or your stun points?
I think it's
So-
because
Draff got stun points. Jade did not.
I got it's because I got doubles, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And a reminder that like we can try and incorporate stun points everywhere, but they're definitely built to be used in certain places.
They're fluff. Yeah,
It's
they're
fluff.
Yeah.
So Jade definitely knows the most because you have dealt probably with nobles from Navarra. I do kind of want to start with the Kuhn one though, because I think that's hilarious. The Kuhn is very like they've heard of this place and they're super not okay with it. The fact that there's rumors about death magic and all. The Kuhn already doesn't love magic, but like the idea that these people mess around with their dead and like spirits, they don't like it very
He's
much.
like 3-level icky.
3-level icky.
3-level icky.
So Draft would have heard what people generally heard, rumors about death cults. They're the second best educated mages outside of Tevinter, and they don't usually leave Navarra, so there's a lot of mystery around these Mortalitasi who keep the corpses in the Grand Necropolis. They're the ones who maybe do magic with dead people. And there's a lot of really negative stigma around that.
Okay.
Draft or Jade, you know that only very special people are interred in the Grand Necropolis. It is usually the rich, the noble, the powerful. And while other families will still inter their dead in crypts, it's not necessarily this place. It's definitely considered a very important, very holy place for them. And you heard rumor once that there was this Navaran belief that when somebody dies, their spirit, their soul replaces a spirit in the Fade, and that's why the Navarans strongly believe in like allowing spirits to possess their dead. So the possibility of there being dead, while you have never seen a Walking Dead, presumably, it might be your day.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least a couple thousand years before The Walking Dead's going to come out, so I'm sure we haven't seen it.
All right, well,
I'll see myself out.
Raven has to go into timeout now, so
We need to institute a danger point system
yes.
where every pun gives Hannah an advantage.
I don't
Next
think.
fight is an
What if I make a pun then?
Well, then I think we would get a hero point, which does the same thing.
I don't know that the little window frame could hold that many advantages. 'Cause
That's fair. That's fair. I
We
will keep
wouldn't
track
see
of them in a
Hannah's
small
face.
notebook.
That's all.
Finally, I will be able to defeat you with brigands because they'll all have advantage. So the possibility, like right now, you seem to be in like based on the fact that there's no real light exactly where you are. It's very dusty. There's a lot of like old urns and stuff. You don't really see any movement around here. It's probably safe to assume you're in a less well traversed area.
Okay.
Quite dusty here. Don't really seem to
Also,
take care of their honored dead.
Well, it is a tomb, yeah. So-
Is squeaky wheel. Squeaky wheel get grease. Dead wheel cannot make any squeak.
I do suppose they won't complain.
It's true. Well, and if they do, it's much more louder and violent. So there's that.
Well, let's see if we can find any categorization in this place. Sure, there must be some sort of organization, like a library or something. You know, maybe
Yes,
they're Dewey
yes.
Decimaled, or organized by
what are-
family.
Are the graves? Do they have writing on them? And if so, what kind of writing do they have on
You seem to be in a corner that doesn't really have any graves.
them? Okay.
As Jade was saying, this place is enormous, and it's probably not well known, but like mostly they keep to the upper levels. The lower levels are maybe less used.
Okay, so we're like in the abandoned Starbucks of the metropolis.
Guess so.
Okay,
Velika's still holding on to Jade's arm like this.
I'll make me a venti.
Giraffe's looking around and says, "Yeah, I need to be careful not to get lost. I think that'd be a grave error. What were we supposed to be looking for
canonically-
again?"
You can fucking react. That was canonical.
Yeah, that was in character.
Yep, I think we're all just.
Both make a lot of very bad joke. I did not know this.
Was it a joke?
I didn't know this. Yes, is joke about is like word that is other word. They find it very funny. Is
I
Because
thought you were just
in a
stating the
grave,
obvious.
and grave can be used to mean like
Yeah, I know.
serious.
I read a lot. I just thought you were stating the obvious.
Right, everybody's a critic. What are we supposed to be looking for again?
Flemeth's grave, remember?
yes,
Right, and
is
what does it look like?
a
I wonder when it was
grave.
made.
We
Really? If it's new, wouldn't it be on the top?
dragons.
Or are they digging down to add new graves? Are they building out?
I mean, if he's imported, won't it look like,
Flemeth is a she.
won't it
Yes.
look
Yes,
like
She is what did the teacher said she horrible devil lady eat baby. I think.
Well, she is a
what-
witch.
So a scary looking grave, maybe?
Yes,
I mean, none of them are quite pleasant. There's lots
Yes,
of
but I think
skulls.
this one will be like try eat your face scary, not just like he's a dead guy scary.
Let's figure
It's
out how the
different.
place is organized before we look for anything specific. So I'll go look around to see if I can figure out how this thing is organized.
So as you kind of come out of this almost corner, like it's like the end of a path area, very, very abandoned, and you come out into the more, you find some torches and come out into a lit area. It definitely is hard to get a bearing of what direction
How is
to
it
go
lit?
in. Torches, but they are like not
They're
like
magic torches?
yeah, they're definitely magic torches.
Ooh, a magical torch.
It's not traditional fire.
I see if I can't pick one up.
Is it that fancy green fire like in Parts of Inquisition?
The veil fire,
Thank you. Yeah, balefire.
it is not.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a white light glow.
Interesting.
Do any of us, is there a specific way to go? Is it one way or does it branch off?
So kind of when you come out into the into where the torches, and they're not like very many torches. It's clear that this is still not a very well traversed area. The like ground is covered in dust, and there are graves now, but they don't seem to be like as fancy as you would expect from the Grand Necropolis. And it does kind of branch out in 3 different directions. Now, I would like Velika and Draft to make magic rolls. Just a straight magic roll.
Let me.
Hi, Pat.
How do I roll the magic? I'm sorry, this is my third roll.
Oof.
How do I roll the magic?
I think I might want to
Okay.
use that advantage.
Go ahead. I would say it's not. Yeah, I'll just let you do what you want.
Because wouldn't that be a magical mishap?
No, only magic rolls that are spells that have requirements can result in a magic mishap. Any of the basic level spells will not result in a mishap because they are very basic.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm good keeping that then.
And
Oh, and it's a
someone-
6. That's the harrowing. I was like, I don't want to get lost in the fade.
How do I roll
So-
magic?
On your sheet, if you just
Yeah.
click the magic button, I think that'll do her.
The word magic.
yeah, the
Yeah.
word magic.
It's just
Oh,
'cause my
No, that
spell-
just take us to the magic. Okay, and then there's a little die at the top, I think.
does that. Oh.
So it says
Asking me to add a modifier.
no modifier, I think. Input. Oh, this is so sassy. How did we
What did I do?
I don't know. What's your ability score for magic?
It's a 3.
3.
So
So
it's
just do
usually at a
another
10.
10,
Okay.
and you have stunt boy. Excellent. So, Draft, you know this place is super magical, but like it's so kind of magical and so an unfamiliar kind of magic that it's a bit overwhelming. Velika, you start to hear something, like a little voice whispering to you, but you can't quite make out what it's saying.
Okay. I can hear something. Who's whispering? Which one of you is whispering?
Are you looking around as you do this?
Yes.
I'm assuming. So as you look around, and the others will probably notice this if they look in your same direction that you look as well. There is
I'm too
actually a
busy stealing
small,
torches.
fantastic. There is a small floating ball of light that seems to be coming closer.
I was talking.
That's
I
not
was
good.
whispering.
Sorry?
I
Oh.
reach out to touch it.
And it flickers for a second, and then it like comes back bigger, and you can hear it now. It's like, "Who are you?"
Hi,
I'm
I'm-
gonna rest my hand on my sword hilt. Just to
I'm
hold up.
Velika. We're looking for a. What was the name?
It's Flemeth.
I mean,
We're
So
looking for-
I'll call the other names because I just heard Meryl give us the other one they
Mythal
use.
or
Not that
Jamelinar.
one.
that one. Jinx.
We're looking for the grave of Flemeth. Probably not saying it right. That's what we're looking for.
That you're whispering.
What are you?
And it kind of giggles and it says, "There's lots of graves down here."
Yeah, but we're looking for a scary witch grave.
maybe eat baby.
Maybe.
Do we hear this or?
No,
Yeah.
it is just
Yeah, I figured.
Velika. You can totally steal the torch. I'll allow
Excellent.
it.
I will get another one for Alan.
Yeah, if Draft can't hear or really notice this going on, then
I say like once Draft like sees it, you can try and kind of listen in. It's very faint, almost
Okay.
like in your peripherals.
okay. I think she's like just sort of poking around at the graves, looking for anything that might be like, I don't know, maybe one of the corpses has a necklace on or something like that she could just borrow.
I don't think you have access to the corpses because they're in like boxes, right? Or are they just stood there?
They
uh,
are interred in proper like boxes and things.
Are the boxes locked though? That's the question.
No,
Yep, she just peeking in, and then sees the thing and just sort of like drops up one of the lids suddenly, and is quickly fascinated by what's going on and a little concerned.
Ellen's gonna draw his sword as soon as there's the loud noise.
Yeah, I'll jump.
I'm still fascinated by the ball of light.
So, you're looking for one grave in a whole tomb.
Yes. It's really important, Gray.
The really important ones are up top.
Up top. How do we get there?
They keep the first king in his own fancy throne.
Okay. Upstairs.
What are you? Which?
Jeez.
I don't know many names, but can you tell me anything about it?
And then she leans back and yells out, "What was that person whose grave we're looking for? What were they like?"
She may or may not eat baby.
Very old as well.
Very old.
What
Something
did they like?
dragon being sometime.
The Witch of the Wilds, I think, is what they called
The
her.
Witch of the Wild? Something about dragon and eating babies.
The Inquisitor seemed to think she was a god, but
They thought they were a god. Do you know where?
Baby
Huh?
eating
Bayless?
guts. That's. They need a blood.
You
There's
know where
a lot
her-
of different things.
Yeah. Do you know?
Up top, they keep the important Navarin nobles, but none of them are gods.
Okay.
Well, it's comforting.
Are you?
They might be up top. This ball of light told me that they're up top.
oh, that's handy.
Right. That seems like a credible source.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Random ball of light shows up and we listen to it. Yep, that sounds about right.
How old are we talking here?
Then she leans back again. How old is
Quite old.
Very, very. They first
Very, very old.
Before Kyun.
before
Kyun.
Kyun? Very old.
Very old.
I don't know, Kyun.
He's kidding.
Oh, they don't know Kyun, but very
Oh.
old.
He's
Right.
Before
I'm gonna.
before the kings?
Was it before the kings?
Yeah, Ellen's
Round
going to
about
stop
that
his
time,
ramble
probably.
about the origin of the Kyun,
Right.
well,
Um,
that he's gone on for himself.
It's about the same time.
That's just me spitballing because I have no clue as me.
Ah.
But Flemeth was super old, so
Like
Probably
Ashur literally means the woman of many years.
yeah.
Oh, very, 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 very old. Very old. Can you help us?
Older than
People?
Perhaps you should
How did
mention
you
that
get
she
here?
died very recently.
Oh, I came through a mirror. It's a long story.
To the mirror?
Very low.
It's
You
helping us.
don't lie. You don't just lie to balls of light. Yes, it's true.
Exactly.
It's a terrible idea.
It's helping us.
Lie to balls of light.
I came through the mirror.
And then like the ball seems to like blink for a second and it comes up really close to your face. Almost like it's like nuzzling at it. And it's like, oh, you're of the people.
Of what?
You're looking for the people's god.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The people's champion, John Cena.
And at that moment, the
Plymouth,
whole
secretly John Cena.
Flemeth calling
sorry.
it.
Just John Cena in a wig.
A really impressive wig, honestly.
Oh yeah, like a full body.
She's
wig.
got like
That-
the horn
Yeah.
hair.
Oh yeah. No.
That
If anyone can pull it off.
This is still voiced by Kate Mulgrew, though.
Exactly.
they put John
Yeah,
Cena
it's
in,
such
but
a
it's
great
still
voice.
Kate Mulgrews voice.
Yeah.
I would watch that. I would
Yeah,
watch.
John Cena just did all the mocap.
They kept the facial features.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I would watch the hell out of that.
I would
So-
too, actually.
At that moment, the whole corridor you're in seems to shake. And I'd like everyone to do a little bit of a, I guess, either con or dex to stay on your feet.
While this has all been going on, I've been trying to fix the grave that someone has defiled, and you're giving
Who
them
could
the
it
stink
be?
eye.
Why, Roll20? Why?
Alright, so
Well, maybe I can save you because I did
Holy
pretty
crap!
amazing.
That's a
I
20!
did well. I did well
With
as well.
5 stun points too.
You are beauty and grace, Alan.
Yes, I know.
I think Draff is going to get a reputation
You
as like
like
the
tiny
clumsy
cake.
mage now.
Yeah.
Oh no! Do we have
they
one from
say
Relica?
us
Oh yeah, there she
elves are
is.
graceful, but
So everybody else kind of is able to hold up, and Alan literally just is a mountain that
Yeah.
cannot be thrown. And
Ba-
Draft,
basically,
you can feel free to catch Draft.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I just like grab everybody so that I'm just keeping everyone secure.
It's
I
beautiful.
imagine in some sort of like bear hug scenario. That's just way
Yeah.
better.
I think I do fine.
I think Draft's just got like,
Yeah.
face squished against a, a peck
Alan's
or
mighty
something.
bosom.
Yeah. Just like, thanks.
You're very welcome. You are
It's
my
not very
favorite
comfy
boat.
because you wear like full armor, right?
Yep.
Is
Dress
this
is like-
because you touch the grave?
Getting
Did you
squished.
do this?
And the light, which had like kind of flickered and hidden, has come back out now.
Hi.
The tunnel's shifted.
Is that what that was?
It's
We can't hear the spirit, remember?
comforting.
Draft
Alright.
can kind of hear it, and the longer
Oh,
it goes on, the more Draft can.
Okay,
It's magic
then,
attunement.
then yes, she does actually. Is that what that was? Yeah? Do that often?
Can we go through the tunnel? Is that how we get upstairs?
You don't want to go upstairs.
But we need to go to where the grave is.
That grave isn't up there.
Oh, okay. Where should we go?
And it kind of like hovers and goes back and forth for a second, and like it's trying to like reattune itself. And then it just zooms off to the left.
I think we go that way.
Is this the
Perhaps we find
system
another
they
Starbucks.
use? How odd.
I will say that. Oh,
We'll
go ahead.
chase, right? Like
Yeah.
I think I chase, but like cautiously. And while we're running, I'll be like, "Is that thing a spirit or a demon?"
I'll walk calmly, slowly, because I presume the
it's-
ball of light's
I'm-
gonna come back.
I'm going to run until I am in front of, but slightly to the side of Cake Lady. It might be slavery around a corner.
Oh,
Aw,
we will be hit by a slavery.
just one
Alan is not
slavery.
smart.
Oh,
Well, we love
Really
him.
not smart.
we love him.
Yes.
I
So-
think Draff is just going to lean over to Jade and be like, well, it hasn't tried to eat anyone yet, so it's probably a spirit.
As time has come on, I will give this information to Draft that like this is not. It's definitely not a demon. It seems more akin to. And you've never seen one, but you've heard of wisps,
Okay.
which are like have the potential to be spirits, but they are like just pieces.
Okay.
It's really friendly.
Well, that's good.
Can
They
you?
like
not
friendly
hear it?
things.
Does it know why we're here?
Does
Well,
it
I
like cake?
I told it. Can't you hear it?
Sadly, no. That honor
Oh.
has been denied me. But if
A
it
shame.
does know why we're here, perhaps it's leading us into some sort of deadly trap. Maybe it's like a
No.
guardian or something.
No.
Hold on, it's saying
Private.
something again. What was that? You like to eat butlers. Got it. I'm sure that's
Oh,
fine.
yes,
But-
very
but-
funny.
What about
That was
cake?
funny. I like
Is-
that joke.
Is cake? Does little fly thing like cake?
I
Yeah.
can ask.
It is waiting for you up ahead.
Oh, it's waiting. That's polite. I'll stop running when I see it's waiting.
I'm going to
Oh,
sneakily put a tiny cake in my hand. In case it likes cake.
Oh.
And if not, then they will just sneakily eat it. Because I like cake.
Do you
perfect
do you
gift.
like cake? Do you eat?
I'm not. I can't eat things.
Oh,
I would have to possess something,
oh,
and I would need a mage to help me with that.
okay.
it would need to possess a stomach.
It says thank you, Alan, but I can't eat.
Oh.
When it says would need a mage to
Okay.
help me with that, like Draft just starts doing the casual motion, like
Only the mages can hear it.
And Alan's shield comes up, and he's just like, covering his face, like, nom, 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 nom.
Best place for a picnic in a giant
Kyle?
crypt.
He was unrelated to anything.
cakes to die for.
It hasn't objected to me stealing
It's another
this
danger point.
torch, so that's nice.
Where do we go now? Which way?
We're gonna go this way, but we have to pass by an area where sometimes the mage lords are.
Oh, and they're not friendly?
People aren't usually allowed in here. Living ones.
Oh, we have to go through a bit where there's mage lords, so they might not like us.
Oh, that's
Well, they got fancy pants
It's
titles like
warning us.
lords,
Oh,
so they're
okay.
probably not the most friendly.
so we are in-
Lords are
in
very
place.
kind if you treat them with the respect that they deserve. However, we can just wait for them to go about their business.
I always treat them with the respect that they deserve, but they don't seem to like that.
So
It's very little.
so we are going to a place where Servas. No. It's mages
Yes.
who are also dead walking. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It said that people who are alive aren't allowed here. So
Outside of them,
Except-
I imagine.
Except the mages.
Yes, the mages.
Oh,
They are still.
oh, so they are alive.
Yes.
Oh, they're alive.
They
Good,
bind
good, good.
they bind spirits like me to the bodies, so the bodies can walk again. And then we can eat.
Okay.
And then, okay. Can you tell them to be nice to us?
It's more that we have to listen to them than they listen to us.
Okay.
That's why they're lords.
Yeah. Okay.
My purpose is not to make a body move, so I was hiding. But you seem nice, like a nice mage.
I try. What do you do?
I help.
Who do you help apart from us?
People who need help.
Thank you. Can you point us in the right direction?
We have to
And
pass
Lorna?
by areas where they might be. So I'm warning you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
If you follow me,
Yeah.
I'll show you the way to go,
Yes.
where the grave of the god is.
Yes. Exactly. Perfect. So, guys, everyone, we'll probably have to be sneaky just in case.
We wouldn't want to disturb the lords as they go about their business, paying respects to their forefathers and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So,
Yes.
It's just being polite. We'll just stay out of their way. wait for
Now,
them
wouldn't
to.
talk that loud.
Are they that close? Oh,
Sneaky is
sorry.
thing I am good at. Like, see, I am as good at sneak as I am at lie. Because that was, did you hear that was me lying? Like,
Yes. Well done, Alan. Let's go.
So
Can
As
your
the-
spirit friend tell us when they've gone? Is this a guessing game?
He said we were gonna go through areas where they might be.
Right, but it could
So
go and look and then, come back and tell us it's safe to go or not. And then we wait.
can you check if they're there before we go? Maybe?
if they find me, they'll bind me.
No, they can't.
Why?
Because they're hiding as well.
Oh, okay. Not one of us. All right.
Yeah. Let's go.
So as the wisp leads you kind of further in, you actually notice
As we're starting to get a little distance from the mirror, I'm gonna start taking real close look at like how we're getting there, so I can find my way back.
I'm using my advantage because screw these low rolls.
yeah, this roll 20 is being rude to you today.
Are we all rolling stealth? Okay.
There
Yeah,
we go.
if you kind of
So it's
we'll
just-
use it for when it comes up.
Good. Because, wow.
So that's 11,
That's-
12, 13,
It's not good. That's not terrible.
14, 15. That should be a 16 for stealth.
Goodness, you all have done incredible.
How does
I would say
Anina's
that's-
14 become a 0?
Exactly. How?
Oh, that's the double plus again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to figure out how
Well, we can
that's
see what
popping
you
up.
rolled, so we're
Yeah.
Gucci.
I was expecting it for this roll, but it worked fine.
Yeah,
for
it's intermittent. It's really bizarre.
Excellent. And so then Alan and Velika both gained some stunt points, which if we want, we can hold and we can use if anything's kind of going later on as we stealth through this section. So the wisp leads you through, and you actually notice there are other smaller tremors, and if you're passing by any like open passages, sometimes they just close or an open place or a shut place opens, and it's thankfully the area that you're on seems to be okay, but it's the ground is shifting down here, and it kind of makes sense that they don't maybe come down here a lot. But the further that you go along, the more torches you see, and the less that shifting kind of occurs, the more that the tombs become less just like boxes of people and intricate things. Entire displays dedicated to whoever these dead people are. Some of them are open, some are not.
Are there any pets buried here? Like, this is King Joe and his cat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's one notable where the whole skeleton has been preserved of a horse and
Wow.
is not in a box. It's kind of propped. It's like mummified and propped up next to the tomb of whoever this horse belonged to.
Cool.
So you're going along. I will have everybody do a perception roll for me.
12.
Wow, 14.
So you hear as you're going along, voices coming down a corridor. And you realize it's actually very lit in here because of all the torches. And the voice is coming towards you.
Hide.
Yes, I'll guide Alan towards a good hiding spot.
Right, that Alan
Are
and
there
Elika
good
both
hiding
have
spots
some
for someone Alan's size?
Well, this might be a good time to use some stun points to do some creative shenaniganery.
Yep, I'm gonna stick him in a display. Scooby-Doo style.
Um,
I'll devote some. I think I have some stunt points that I got from my stealth roll.
Mhm,
That's-
mhm.
Yeah. I'll throw those in. Like I just do like
It's the perfect display. Like
Yeah,
it
like,
just looks
pull
like
down the
shield,
helmet.
shield up the sword, just like
Yeah.
amazing.
So, how else does everybody else want to hide?
Uh,
Ducking behind coffins, going
There's like a
Alan's
stat-
route.
If there's a statue, I can go behind like
There's
this.
absolutely statues.
Yeah, I'll do that.
This horse skeleton, is it like a see-through skeleton, or is it like a mummified?
It's more mummified.
Okay. I think Draft might like hang on to one side of it, like flush with the horse's side, but the side that's behind, so it's not facing the hallway. Just sort of hang on there like that.
I'm gonna climb on the ceiling, or at least, the corner of the roof. I'm assuming there's like chandeliers or whatever, or candlesticks on the wall, or like pillars I can
Like a-
hang on.
The
Sconce or
arches
something?
kind of allow you
Arches.
to.
There you go. Arches.
So as you all hold your breath and hide out, a man in gray robes wanders into the hallway, and behind him is two mummified corpses that seem to be following him while carrying things, and he's mostly just muttering to himself. You hear little tidbits talking about how it's about time. What, like, this king is lived longer than any of us thought. When do we get to inter that man? And he just wanders off the way you came, and then he turns down a different hallway and is gone.
Real quick, thanks so much, Michael Wayne, for that gifted sub. Anita, who would you like to give an advantage to?
I'm going to give it to Draft because the rolls are low today.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
All right. It seems that the person has passed.
I drop down from the ceiling. I think we're good to go. So
The wisp does come back out of hiding wherever it went.
Let's hurry while the coast is clear.
So the wisp leads you away, and you kind of realize that you probably were coming up. The area where the Mortalitasi passed you was probably kind of where he came from, would have led into the more used areas, because as you pass by and go further down this area, not the way the Mortalitasi came from, but in a different direction, it slowly becomes more and more derelict again, with fewer torches, more dirt, less stone, and the shifting begins again. But the wisp just continues to lead you straight on, very unwavering. It does make fun small talk with Velika. It seems to quite like her. It seems to warm up to Draft too. I don't know how Draft would react to that, but it kind of hangs out near you at some point as well.
Draft sort of treats it like, when you meet people that just like really do not like small children, but they are like not wanting to be rude to the child. It's sort of that sort of attitude, just like, okay, you stay over there, and that's nice. The thing you were saying, that's great. Sort of that attitude towards it.
Mostly talks about how it's very boring and dry down here, and it tells you about its daring escape after it was kind of summoned from the Fade, and how they tried to bind it to this particular body, but like that body had literally already been possessed by a demon, so it was able to get away in the fuss of that.
Oh goodness.
It was a whole kerfluffle, it says. So it leads you further and further down, and it gets pretty like the torches become. It's good that you stole one, because the torches become fewer and fewer until there
Two,
aren't
in fact, I stole
any.
2. One for me, one for Al.
So then, eventually, the stone gives way entirely to dirt, and it's being held up by what looks like roots, almost. And finally, the wisp brings you into this large room. And at the end of the room, or actually dead center in the middle of the room, is a very simple-looking grave stone.
Have we gone upstairs or are we
More down, I would say, than up.
down? Okay.
Is this the grave?
I was expecting it to be much higher up.
This is
Are
the
we
oldest
certain?
grave.
It says this is the oldest grave.
Right. Probably not the one we're looking for then, as she just died. But let's have a look anyway to see who's in here. I'll walk up to the grave.
Does it say
And it-
anything on
Yeah.
the grave?
On the grave is the etching of a dragon. And it says, for she who was wronged, there will be vengeance.
Well, that could be anyone, really.
There's a dragon on it.
Right, but there were dragons on some of the others as well.
This kind of thing is happening. And he's old. He's mark at least 3 mark towards being thing.
I mean, we were only asked to open the grave, so whether this is or isn't the
don't
right
think you-
one,
You weren't even asked to open the grave. You
I'm
were told
pretty
to do
sure
a ritual.
we were asked to open it and then do the ritual. Right?
It's not, it's just a stone.
It's just a rock. Like is there a way to open it? I'm gonna open the grave. How's that?
God.
It's not a coffin like the other graves. It is just a monument, like a stone grave.
This is just a monument. There's no one in here. I thought we were looking for a grave.
What did we have to do again? Sorry,
Yeah,
my memory's not great.
Magic.
Yeah,
Very
some sort of
magical.
magical ritual. Miss
You
Stratham,
were-
if I'm sure.
You were given a necklace and a paper with some elvish rites on them.
Who? Does anyone have the stuff?
Somebody ended up with it. I can't remember who it was that had it.
It's gotta be you, right?
I think Alan might actually be carrying it, if I remember correctly.
You have the
Alan has
necklace?
the music box.
You have the music.
Yeah, I have the
box.
music
you have
box.
the-
Yeah.
Let me check. Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry.
Sometimes things gets lost in cake. It's
Yes,
happened to
you
cake,
have 2
cake
days
lady.
worth of memory.
It's all good.
Things can get so cluttered.
You're really mean sometimes.
Yes, do
I
not,
was-
do not be mean, cake lady, bestest friend.
And I think
I deeply apologize.
Trav sort of has that orb, slung on her back, and just does a sudden turn right next to Jade, so that the flat part of it just smacks him on the backside again. Goes, who's being mean? Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
You are
You don't
quite
know what
clumsy
it's
with
like
that.
to go
Thought
through a
doesn't like
mirror
that.
and suddenly not remember anything.
I do know what it's like to go
Sure.
through a mirror, but no, I remember most of my life. It must be
I-
very traumatic.
It's terrifying.
I know what he's like.
I don't know who I am
Anyway,
or why I'm here or who you people are. And you're just
Right.
mean to me.
Look, we'll figure all that out when we get back. This is just, some weird quest thing we have to do for the nobles. Then we'll get paid, and then we can work on your problem.
Maybe let's finish ritual, and maybe bestest friend, you go stand over next to wall. Maybe just
As you command. And I will do exactly that.
And she sort of does this with the paper, like.
So
Okay,
you were instructed to hold the necklace to the grave and recite the Dalish rites.
Okay. mm. Okay. Hahlin na melanas hahlin, Emma ir abelas suverinan isala, hamin venan himdorfelas in uthenera na revas.
And for a second, nothing really seems to happen.
Oh.
And then, within this large but still very much underground and confined room, the spectral image of a dragon floats up out of the grave.
Nope.
And the wings close in on itself, and then they open. And there is a woman with great white hair curled into horns, a armor-like mahogany outfit, and the oldest face you've ever seen. Now, she doesn't seem quite 100% real, like flesh and blood, but she's definitely standing there, and she regards each of you slowly.
Oh, I hit immediately.
She regards the three of you slowly, and the area where Jade is, kind of, and says, it is good to find people to do your bidding. And let's take a little break then.
Yeah. Curses.
Love it. We'll be back in 15 minutes, so go grab snacks, hydrate, all that good stuff, and then we'll find out what happens next very soon. Be right back. Hey, welcome back. Sorry for the extended break there, but we are back. So, Dragon Lady.
Yep. She doesn't seem fully corporeal, but she's definitely standing over the grave now, and kind of regards you all and says, "It's so nice to have such good pawns in the world."
Hello.
What you mean pawns?
Your Inquisitor.
We're not the Inquisitor.
No. But I thank you for your assistance in this manner. When Solus took the old god soul from me, I was not 100% sure that one of my backups would turn out. But it is good to have backup plans.
Right,
Seeking
that's the one
revenge.
who wants to destroy the world and is sort of an arsehole and all that, right?
What Fenharel desires is to raise the people up to where they were before. And in doing so, he will destroy the world such as it is.
Right, see, I'm all for that, but, you know, without the whole demons and such taking over thing. That seems to be a little bit of a hitch in the plan.
Fenharel does not see it as so. But
Right, that's why
As-
he's the arsehole. It just, like, choked on that word.
He's a bad
He
thing to
is-
choke on.
an old friend. But you are all a competent sort. And if you have any questions, I will do my utmost to answer them.
Oh, just so
Hold
many
on.
questions.
I'm gonna hold out a cake. No words, just hold out a little cake.
And she says, I will gladly take you up on that when I have resumed my corporeal form. For now, it will have to be a delightful promise.
Ah.
You, and she like looks at Velka like, you child have many questions.
Yes. Why don't I remember anything?
Sometimes strong gifts have a price. I have not seen one of your caliber in many, many years, so loved as you are by the Fade. You will remember what you need to, when you need to. Of that I am entirely sure.
That's comforting, I guess.
And she kind of like looks around, is like, open season.
Right, so, important thing, there's these mages that aren't gonna really want us to be here, so what's next?
Well, you plan to go home the way you came. But it is so often that fate conspires to change the way things are.
Yeah, she's a bitch like that.
Yes. Yes, she definitely is. I have a favor to ask, and you are welcome to ignore this, but if in your travels you find an explanation first. My pawn, well, now my pawn, has been used by others to enact a plan of sorts. And over the course of the Inquisition's lifespan, the Dreadwolf had ancient elven artifacts activated under the assumption that they strengthened the veil. But, as we now see, that was never his plan. So, probably best if you find any glowy elven artifacts to try and destroy them. If you like the world the way it is.
I mean,
I know how to do that.
You are a clever sword, aren't you?
No one has ever said that, but maybe?
You are clever in the ways that it matters to you.
Ah.
And in ways that your people don't always value. But your friends will value.
and Draft's just sort of nodding at Helen.
I will warn you, and you may tell this to my, I mean, they'll have already pieced this together, but you may tell this to my Inquisitor, that Fen Harel moves through another, and he has eyes set on Arlathan. And the sleeping earth that might lie beneath it. Given that that seems to be a part of his plan to, you know, destroy the whole world and tear down the veil and bring the Fade in together, might be good to look into that. Does the one hiding in the shadows have anything to ask?
Jade, you can come out now.
Yes, bestest friend.
He'll just slide into place. Did you call for me? Most powerful lady? Is there anything I can do for you?
It is unbecoming to hide so much of yourself.
Please. A butler should never be seen.
But I see you all the time.
Yes, I am also required to be ever present. So the two do conflict sometimes. But I am just a humble servant here to aid you in whatever you require.
And she looks at Draff and Belloc and says, "You two do the people proud." And even you, in your chosen servitude.
Draft just sort of looks like she's not quite sure how to take it, but is like not opposed. It's not like not offended by it, but is just sort of confused.
And if you ever have need of unflinching justice, you may call upon me and know that I am still in this world. Thanks, in no small part due to your efforts here today.
You're welcome.
You know, just another day in Necropolis. And Mayor walking and whatnot.
Will this ritual keep, or should we take measures to ensure that you are not disturbed here?
I don't think you really have to worry about that.
Oh, excellent.
So, is there any other knowledge you would desire?
Oh,
Of
yes,
this place?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Are all elf parties like this? Because if so, I really dodged the bullet last time. This is very confusing.
No, not all.
Ah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Things are going to get moving, and soon it is probably time for you to get moving.
Draft does speak up. All right, I got one more question. Do you know much about Grey Wardens? I guess
The Blight
technically
Children.
2 more questions. That was the first one.
I have had the pleasure of meeting Grey Wardens in the past, and I respect their place in this world.
Right, so main question is, why are they all so uptight?
A heavy duty will do that to someone,
She just sort of shrugs like, I feel alright.
but not all. In fact, the ones that I met were rather amorous, amicable. Perhaps you just have not met many very good Grey Wardens.
Yeah, I kind of pissed off the one that recruited me, and yeah, that was the whole thing. She sort of like leans in conspiratorially with Flemeth. It's like, I spiked the chalice at the joining. We're all drunk.
Oh, I like you. But I do have many things I have to do. Before.
Right. Important
Fen
god
Harel.
person and all.
It's a lot of work to plan out your vengeance that will shake the very core of the earth.
Amen, sister.
If
Right,
you have
so
no
where we
further
going
questions,
then? Yes. I sort of point everyone back the way we came.
and she
Yeah.
like seems to come back into the dragon form and then literally disappears through the ceiling in a pillar of flame. And it's dark in there. It's blinding for a moment, and then it's dark again.
Bye.
I have the torch. Well, that was strange.
See, that's
Well, job done, everyone. Let's go back to the Inquisitor. Quick.
Have entirely new breed of nightmare. Excellent, excellent. I'm going to turn and start walking away.
I didn't think she was that scary. She was nice.
That's the first fancy
Yeah.
pants person I've talked to that I actually like.
Well, is
I don't think she's
Wait, see,
actually a noble, though. She might be a god, but... Yeah.
well, excluding a cake lady and both. I have not had good experience with Cerebus, and she's very big Cerebus, and
Oh, yes, quite
yes,
powerful.
and- yes. So I am just generally preparing myself for horrifying nightmare that will come from this. But it's good. I will have cake in the morning. It'll be fine.
Feel so bad for Alan. Like I'm a bad person.
He bounces.
All right. So you're heading on your way back?
Yes, very much with purpose going back
Yeah.
the way we came. I remember most of it, I think, but the shifting it will make it very tricky. What happened to the spirit that was guiding us?
On now. Just kind of pieced out.
Figured we didn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Velika goes, walks next to Jade and goes, "Were you scared?"
Yes, of course. It's a very powerful being that we've just raised from the dead. It says it's watching us now, so that's disconcerting.
I mean, she seemed friendly.
You do remember this is Flemeth, yes? It's got quite the terrible reputation.
Well, of course I don't.
Well,
Reputations, it's alright. I've got a terrible reputation. I'm not that bad.
well,
What's her reputation?
let me tell you some stories about Flemeth. You'll like those, and I'll just go through
I was
some.
talking to Draft. So, what's your reputation then?
Right.
And is it true?
Was an apostate, then got put in a circle, then got recruited by the Grey Wardens, pulled a prank at the joining and made a whole bunch of them drunk. So they didn't like that. Yeah, I kind of have a reputation for not really respecting any sort of authority and being an all-around a pain in the arse.
Alan.
Hmm?
They're shuffling ahead. Oh no, wait, was that on a new? That's a new perception roll, right?
I think so. I did. Well, I lost. Well, I think I lost all mine, or I didn't see it, so I just rolled again. But
Are we rolling again?
I rolled again, but apparently I did it wrong. So
No, you rolled again. You were
Yeah.
good. I just want to make sure
Okay.
that was actually a recent one, not like one of the older ones.
yeah. And I figured this was since he's going forward more intentionally looking, because
As you are coming into like passing by the more lit place again, you
Mhm.
do hear a shuffling, and then out from around a corner shambles a corpse.
okay, I'm blank facing, and I'm gonna make the roll to see who I recognize as a commander.
Oh.
Should have designated. So Jade is one. Let's see. Jade is one. Cake Lady's two, and Boat is three. And I'm gonna roll it since I didn't actually. Okay,
It's just
Right.
supposed to be Jade.
Jay.
so throughout combat, I now will only recognize Jade's commands.
Um,
And until then, I'll just auto protect.
I'm gonna have you can have a first kind of roll against this as you.
Okay.
And then
I-
everybody else, if it survives,
Yeah,
will.
I'm going to do a violence at it.
One violence, please.
One
Moving
violence,
upwards of
please.
One violence. 15 with 3 stun points.
Jahisms. You do a damage at it, and you have the stunt points to do some more.
Sweet.
As you bring your sword down on it, it is unhinging its jaw,
Mhm.
and it, like, depending on how much damage you do, is going to be how long it gets to scream for.
Fantastic. Let's see. Oh.
Are you doing anything with the stun points?
I don't remember what I can do, so yes.
There's
So-
a handout for combat stats since in the character sheet section.
Yeah, it's just at the bottom there, and it's under combat stunts.
You've got 3.
Oh,
There's a
that's
lot of different
okay.
things you can do.
I see. I'm gonna make it a mighty blow.
Okay, do your extra damage. It's an extra 1d6, yeah.
Yes.
So you attack this thing, and you take a big old heckin' chunk out of its mummified self, and it begins to scream
Oh dear.
like a horrifying, ghastly shriek. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative now.
Oopsicles. See, this one is bugged. My initiative.
Ooh.
13.
Yeah. I'm also
So there we go. But then +2.
I rolled
Should
it
I-
twice by accident, so
Should I re-roll
Choose
that?
one.
That I feel like I'm cheating now because
We can take your original one and
yeah,
just
it's
get
the original one.
because you get a bonus on initiative. Yeah, you have the focus.
Yes, I get a +2. So
Okay.
it would be 7, 10, 12. Yeah.
I don't. Can this
No.
thing not do basic math?
More. It would be 14. There we go.
Because like, Troll's roll is an 8 plus 1 should be 9, right?
Yeah.
Well, and mine's saying it's a 10.
10.
It's
Even
plus
though-
one.
Weird.
Yeah, but the plus 1 is on top of the 8.
Maybe I have it. I don't know. Oh, I think there's an adjust here that's I might have wrong.
Strange.
Plus 1
Get
plus
confused.
4
Very
plus 1
So we'll just keep the 9 then, I guess.
plus 0 1.
Strange.
4. So 7,
This is
8,
confusing.
9, 10. Yeah, it should be a 10. 10 is correct.
Is it?
Yeah. 4 plus the 3
3
plus
plus
the
4 plus
1
1.
plus the
But it should only be 9. Because where's the second 1 coming from?
well, there's the Dex mod.
Yes, it's the
I
dex
see.
mod.
I see. Yeah, it added in a second one.
Yeah.
I don't know where that one's coming from then. Yeah.
Well, let me just because
Odd.
they had a little adjust thing. Let me see if I do it now. If it'll no, still same thing. Never mind.
Okay, well,
Alright.
heckin'
It's
weird.
just- Actually, it just gave me almost
Yeah.
the exact same roll, so that was. Ooh. Wait, oh no! I got a different one more, so it's.
So this one did fix it.
Yeah, they did fix it.
Okay, so it looks like it's
Just-
fixed. We'll take your initial roll.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging with us while we
Wild.
do simple math in roll 20.
Yay, math!
Okay, so it's a 9 from Alan. 13 from Draft. Jade,
I have a
you said you had a
14.
14. And Anina's a
Well, the
6.
first one, 6 with 1 stunt point.
Oh, and then did you do an advantage? Because you have a second roll
I
here.
pressed it twice by accident, so
Okay,
let's
so we'll
do
do
the
the-
6.
Okay.
We'll do the 6.
All right, now I gotta give my corpse a initiative.
Good news, everyone. The corpse is dead. We win.
Now if it would just shut up, that'd be great.
The corpse got stun points. Okay. So it's actually Jade up first then.
Really?
Wait, no, let me see how much dexterity this corpse has. No, it's the corpse up first. Very fast corpse. So what it's going to do, still kind of screaming, is attempt to drain life from you all, because he does have stunt points to do that. So it's just going to take everyone within 6 yards of the devouring corpse takes 1d6 penetrating damage, and it regains health total to the damage inflicted. I'm just going to roll a single d6 for all of you, unless you want the separate ones.
One's fine.
Single one's fine.
Oh, come here. Everybody takes 4 damage. Ew. And it heals for 16.
Wow.
And then it's Jade's turn.
Oh no, I'm only
Okay.
down to 40.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So it's standing next to Alan, yes?
Who was in front, I believe.
Yes.
So if you guys want to establish what your marching order, your casual marching order was.
Well, I have a backstab feature, so I have to walk behind him. Can I do that?
You could probably attempt some kind of it's a bit tight in here, so it might.
Up to you.
I'd say if you want to attempt some sort of dexterous trick to get over it, might be your best bet.
Absolutely. Sure. I
Yeah.
will do a cool trick then.
Do a flip.
It feels like it should be a stunt, but I don't have any. So,
Right?
but whatever.
Let's see. Let's
This is the
see.
dex roll that I do, which works fine.
I would say probably so. Like, there's dexterity with a focus in acrobatics.
Yeah.
Which could work.
So I'm just doing a dex thing. If this works, is this my turn, by the way, or am I also attacking?
Yeah, you can attack too.
Okie doke. As Alan takes an ineffective swing out of like a panic mode, because it's a spooky ghost that's in his face. I will on the at the end of the swing jump over him, like on his back, over the ghost thing, and then land behind the ghost, and I will like lash out with my little walking stick, which is very fancy, and I'll attempt to hit the ghost in the head.
Okay.
To make this work, because it's not that easy, I have to beat this ghost at an opposed test of my dexterity stealth versus its perception seeing.
Okay. So we did the dexterity first, and that looks pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's your dexterity versus its perception.
Yes. So can we?
doesn't
Are
have
we
very
using
good
the same roll or?
Yeah, so I will roll.
Yeah.
For its perception.
This would be too higher because it's stealth, and I have a focus in stealth.
I would say that so it's dexterity stealth. I'd say that this is a different roll because it's a different thing
Different roll.
from
Cool.
your backflip.
Yep. No, this is perfectly fine. There we go.
Well, good luck,
Ooh.
skeleton.
Yeah, beat that.
Only a 14, so you have defeated its perception.
As a reminder,
Nice.
you do have that advantage there, Hannah.
Damn, you're right. But also, I rolled really well, and it still wasn't enough. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to like roll all sixes.
Okay, so I get an attack with a +2 bonus to attack roll that inflicts 1d6 extra damage.
All right, hit it up.
Okay. That's a terrible roll.
You also have an
But-
advantage.
I will use that. There we go. That should hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Excuse me
Right.
while I have all my notes over here.
And then the damage is 2d6, which I'll just. It's an 8.
Beautiful.
Nice. So I'll just tack it in the back of the head as I land. That's
Excellent.
my
That'll
turn.
be draft next.
All right. So a couple questions.
Yes.
Mana points, do those just like renew at the end of the encounter, or how do you get those back?
Essentially, a mage can meditate to gain an amount back, or if you do a full rest, you get them back.
Okay. Where's everybody at health point wise?
26. Pretty good.
And we're all perfectly
I'm at
fine
40.
so far, right?
Well,
You only lost like 4.
4,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's nothing.
So I'm at 40, so I'm feeling a little down. Like if I could get if I just get some emotional healing
A little
from
pick
all
me up.
these elf
Okay.
parties that I'm not invited to.
Making me feel bad.
How many hit points did you have, Jade, currently?
Let me check.
I have a certain amount of mana, so I'm figuring out who to prioritize my healing on.
28. See, we're all fine.
Okay. I think I have the lowest health out of everybody. Yeah, I'll hold on to that then and do rock armor. which is target number 10, which, yep, got that no problem. And so my armor rating for the next hour is equal to my come on. Equal. Don't need all that. Where's the
Equal
thing?
to your magic ability.
Thank you. It kept doing the thing where it's like you scroll down and it scrolls down like 5 lines instead of 1. Yeah. So my armor is now 4 for the next hour.
Fantastic.
And I'm
10 plus 4, I'm assuming.
Yeah. My defense is 11, and then armor 4. And then I'm good hanging back behind everybody that has the stabbies and the swingies.
Swordies.
Yeah.
That will be Alan up next then.
Yep. Okay. Unless Jade says otherwise, right now I'm just going to attack again. Use violence.
Violence is the answer. You absolutely can attack it, and you have a stunt point. 1 singular stunt point.
I don't feel that much with that.
Huh? 1. If I can get to the thing. 1 will get you skirmish, which allows you to move the target. Rapid reload, which doesn't really apply to you, and stay aware.
Which doesn't seem like it's going to be overly useful right now.
If you succeed at a perception test, I will make you aware of some battlefield situation that has so far escaped your notice, or give you a +1 to your next test you make.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that one. So do I do that now?
Yeah, so we'll just do a straight perception test.
Perception.
You have beaten it.
Sweet.
So you hear voices and possibly footsteps that have reacted to this sound and are heading in your direction.
Great.
What a perfect time for me to be mute.
Yep.
I'm gonna
So do your damage.
Yeah, I'll do my damage. 5.
Okay, that's Velika then.
I'm going to cast Winter's Grasp.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah.
Pew.
Yeah.
Obviously targeting at one thing.
Okay, so with Winter's Grasp.
Well, it's a low roll, so
So I think it makes a
makes-
roll. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Constitution.
Target must make a Constitution Stamina versus your spa. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, cool. What is your Constitution? Oh my God, it has a lot of Constitution Stamina.
No. I tried.
You did try. I hope it rolls poorly. It didn't roll poorly.
Damn it.
12. It does beat your. It does beat your target number.
Oh well. They
If
told
the
me I
test-
was touched by the Fade. They lied.
I mean, you do have 3 advantages. Could
I
be.
do
all
have
right.
3 advances. But
Maybe
I'll-
you're just allergic to corpses.
Yeah.
Well, I think that
Hate-
traditionally
hate
in the
favorite
game, fire works better on corpses than ice.
Well, Velika would not
You are
know that.
correct.
So it will just straight up attack someone now. It's gonna attack Alan because Alan's
Right
a
in
good
front of him,
target.
keeps hitting him with a sword. So
Yeah, that'll do her.
Yeah.
What's your defense, Alan?
my defense is 13, and then my armor's at a 4. So I
It
roll like 4 of it.
it scratches uselessly at your armor. And now it's Jade's turn. Yeah, that's all it did. It's just useless.
How is
this
that
time.
happening?
Time passed. It's been like a whole minute.
Wow. Okay. Do I notice these footsteps?
You can choose to make a perception roll if you want to, and that's I think that should be a side action,
Okay.
minor action.
I think I will check for more people because that seems like a good idea. Now that
It's
we've
kind of
drawn
still
attention.
screaming, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's totally people on their way down here.
Okay. I'll attempt to finish this thing off.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna go fancy for a backstab. I'm just gonna hit it in the head. So 13 to hit.
You have hit it.
Awesome. That's 5 damage.
Okay, it's still not down.
Dang.
That's gonna be draft up
I'll
next.
attempt to shout also to the gang. We should really be moving. And are they coming from the place we're supposed to go, or a
No.
different place? Okay.
They're coming from the more populated area, the more used area. You're trying to get back to one of the disused places.
Yeah. So I'll whatever like action economy I'll have left, I'll spend moving towards the place where we're supposed to go.
You would have used your minor action on your perception, so
Yeah.
that will leave 0 action economy.
Cool. I'll nudge in that direction.
Sounds good. Let's draft them.
Since nobody's taken any more damage, I'll just shoot it. 15 for Arcane
Absolutely. Do that damage.
Lance. 5. Actually hit something with Arcane Lance.
I'm so proud of you. Alan? It's still alive, by the way.
What exactly did Jade say?
We need to be moving.
Yeah.
More people were coming, I think. Was also
No,
mentioned.
I think he specifically
Yes.
said we really ought to be moving.
Oh, okay.
Really ought to be moving. Okay. I'm going to take a final swing and then probably start moving towards where we're supposed to be. So
Yep, that'll hit.
Stun
And you have stun
points.
points.
Yes.
Would you like to mighty blow?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do because I need to take this thing down as quickly as possible.
Nice.
And now I do the mighty blow. Just going to add.
Oh, it
So that's-
absolutely crumples.
very nice.
And the screaming has stopped now.
Okay, and then I'm just going to start. There's no.
There's no visible enemy at the
There's
moment.
no visible enemies. Okay, then the thing stops.
The conditions have been met.
Yeah. Yes. I have a brief look of complete confusion, and then just start walking and gesturing everybody to follow, to get out.
Nice.
I'll
who is leading?
Me. I was the first to move, so
I would like you to make a
Or to first to
cunning
nudge.
navigation.
Excellent. I should be able to do that. Right.
To see how easy it is to find where you came from.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
yeah, you're
easy.
fine.
15. Nice.
So you remember this place. You were keeping track of it as you
was,
came along because you knew that nobody else was going to do that. As
Yeah.
enamored as they were by the wisp, or
Mhm.
creeped up as they were by the corpses, or busy trying to figure out how they can loot while walking.
How dare you presume these things?
How dare I?
Jay
Yeah.
speaks such vile and vicious truths at us.
Yeah.
even with things down here shifting and changing, you still feel like you know exactly where you're going. And so even as like the noises behind you get louder, like you're all able to follow Jade as he very single-mindedly leads you back the way you came.
Excellent.
So you
I
get back.
check a few times if they're following, but overall, I'm mostly just booking it.
Is everyone just going to follow as quickly as we
Yeah.
can?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Sad, we didn't even get to do any grave robbing.
I have the torch.
I mean, I am
That's
sad
something.
also.
So you're traveling along, following after Jade with some amount of urgency, as the noises, as like more and more voices and loud footsteps come up behind you, and it almost seems like the dead are like you. It's hard to tell as you're moving so fast, but it almost seems like some of the coffins might be rattling a bit as you pass by.
The dead have risen. Judgment Day is upon us.
I'm gonna start going a little bit faster.
So you are able to turn down to the abandoned hallway where your Illuvian was left. And as you run back into that, the abandoned urns and crates and things that were left down here, you make it to the mirror.
Right? Immediately jump through.
And you smash right into it.
Thank you.
It's dark, and you are trapped.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
Can I try and put my hands on it to make it work like I did last time?
It doesn't respond,
Oh no.
and that's where we're going to end it today.
Oh! Curses.
We are
Curses.
trapped.
That was
Ah.
perfect.
This
Was
is
this the plan
door.
to end it here? Was that the plan?
Yeah.
This is the
So
door that
perfect.
requires a kunari with a fork to open.
Yes.
Beep 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 beep.
And a cake.
Just have to ask
Yes.
very politely.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure next week Draft is gonna like pull a corpse out of a box and just trade places with it. Be like, all right, I'm hiding.
And the weekend at Bernie's.
Oh.
That's my plan.
It'll be great.
Time for you to move
I'm
on.
just another corpse.
I'm part of a lawyer agency, and like we've been hired to give this guy a constitutional every 100 years. So I'm just doing that, you know. Just if you could just like, you know.
I am very lost, Baker.
Yeah, and
Very
he could
lost.
prove it. Just get him a kitchen.
Mhm.
Bring him to the kitchen crypt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that was fantastic.
Good episode.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Combat takes some getting used to here. This is-
It's definitely
Yeah,
it's got a
interesting.
lot. I think it has a lot of potential.
It's
And I
quick.
think the more that we
It's
Yeah,
quick.
it is nice how quickly it rolls through. That I really
Mhm.
like.
Yeah. Like even the more complicated stuff is like once you know what you're rolling, it's
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Mhm.
I just need to make a button for backstab, and then we're set.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a raid here in just a moment. Before we do though, I want to give everybody a chance to say what their favorite part was, where we can find them next, and anything they want to share or plug. We'll go reverse order, so we'll start with Hannah.
Oh
Too-
gosh.
Happy now. Too busy being clever.
Okay, I'll start with my name is Hannah. You can find me below Hannah anywhere on the internet that I exist. Not that I do a ton on the internet. And then where you can find me next, we'll be back here on Raven's channel for this same game, noon Mountain Time Fridays, and you can see what happens to our intrepid adventurers in a crypt
Story of Alan.
where they are trapped. As for my favorite part, I mean, I was happy to get to do like very subtle lore dumping, and obviously I was very happy because Flemeth is literally my favorite character, so I was very happy to get to see her around. I love the dynamics between all of you because they're just developing in such interesting ways. The way that Jade is very put upon, but also like everyone's kind of like, "Come on, dude." And I like Velica and the way that she's interacting with magic more and more, and how she just naturally trusts it. And I like getting to see further and further into Alan because he seems like a very simple guy at first, and then it just keeps going. And obviously, Draft's physical comedy in hitting She's subtle and very clever, and I love it.
She's fun to play.
You're all so lovely. I'm very lucky to have such wonderful players.
Well, we're lucky to have such a great GM.
Anyway, it's not my turn anymore, so eat.
B, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
Just look at, like I said, as I've said before, J.R. Belliston or Troll and Prettiest Princess. You'll find me. I don't know why you'd want to, but you will. And it will get weird real quick. And this is my cat, Seraphina.
Hi, Seraphina.
Like a cat. I had things I was gonna say. I really enjoyed. Well, I just really like playing as Alan, and I like developing the relationships, and not just like because he trusts the entire group like almost completely childishly, but for completely different reasons, and particularly with the two mages, it's like magic terrifies me in ways that I cannot even begin to describe to you people. But I mean, I like you guys, so I guess it's cool.
We just brought one of the most powerful mages back from the dead.
Yeah, and she was like, "Hey, buddy," and that was terrifying. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so there, just everything, the whole kitchen thing, the Flemeth. I mean, it's a tired.
Wait, that was on break,
just...
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was on break. Yeah,
It's okay, we brought it back.
Yeah. And I also really liked figuring out some sort of rules for Alan's blank face battle thing, his battle trance, because it's going to be really fun, particularly if I keep doing it as a random person gets to tells him is the only one he'll recognize as telling him what to do. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly go wrong.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that was like, yeah, that's all I got. This was just amazing, and I love this game so much.
Awesome. Nina, favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
As always, it's an absolute pleasure, but I did particularly enjoy when Jade asked me, "Don't you remember whatever?" And I was like, "Of course I don't." That was a nice little moment. Of course I don't remember. Have you forgotten? That was fun. I also like developing the relationships between everyone and how Velika's warming up to different people. I have so much fun. It's fun. It's nice to see she's got spooky, lovely powers, so that's fun. You can find me on Annie Nakaski on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, Instagram, and on YouTube as The Awkward Actress. And like I said earlier, I will be in Bardic Quest, which is another what's D&D actual play campaign that will be coming out at the end of September. So please do catch Bardic Quest on YouTube. We are all UK trained actors playing the roles, so enjoy that.
Awesome. All right, Paladin. What's your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
My favorite part was Nina standing up for herself, or Velika standing up for herself when Jade was mean. So I wasn't expecting that. I was going for the kick the dog moment, but I was expecting just a. But that was the you're mean. That was great because now I have to find how am I gonna deal with that? And then later we had another one when she told Jade to not do the speech about Flemeth because she wanted to hear Drafferth's background, which totally fair. I wanted to hear that too, but it happened, so now I have to work with that as well. Those are my favorite moments. The Velika showing some some backbone, some force of personality. And that's something that Jade respects. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops further. And obviously everyone else is also amazing. But today is going to go without saying. Let's see where you can find me next. Let's see, it's Friday, so Sunday over on Uncanny Adventures I play Holt, the pirate paladin who tries to make friends with all the evil pirates. We missed a week, so no news. Maybe next time, hopefully. Then Tuesdays I am over on Polished Cryptids channel, where I play Dom Rain, the Githzerai noble fighter, where last episode I tracked down I am the last of the Githzerai, and I tracked down a Githyanki, only to find that she was dead. So that was a roller coaster of emotion for me, to have hope that suddenly my species might exist beyond me, only to have it dashed against the rocks.
Ouch.
Tune in next time to see me drink myself into oblivion.
Good television.
Yep. And then I am back here.
You have the Alien game too?
The Alien game. Thank you. Right. Monday over on Weave the Tale. I forgot. Okay. There, I'm finally getting to play my actual character, because last time there was a throwaway character where we all went in as Marines that just died horribly, really horribly. I died first. It's a real honor. I turned out to be a robot. I didn't read that in my original description when I picked the character, but yeah, I was a robot. Very fun. I got to do a Stallone accent, which I'm not great at, but I had fun. But this time I'm going to play my actual character, who is called Gerald, and he's very nervous. He's the husband of the person running the whole operation in the Alien game. We're on a distant planet which is called Paradise, but it's far from it. It's just the hot, humid jungle full of danger and obviously aliens. But it's fine. I'm sure it'll all work out, right?
Of course. All right. I think that just leaves me. So my favorite part, I also quite enjoyed the interaction between I can never remember Anina's character's name. Starts with a V.
Velika.
Velika and Jade with the "No, you're mean." That was really fun, and I'm quite enjoying that Jade is like not, like some horrible person that we all like, that all of our characters hate, but there is that sort of like constant friction between Jade and some of the other characters that makes it interesting, and the ways that the characters are kind of dealing with that friction.
Yeah.
It's a fun dynamic, and I'm interested to see how that plays out later. Obviously, Flemeth, big highlight of the session. One of my favorite characters as well, and a very good portrayal of that personality. I thought it was very good. And then Alan offering tiny cakes to everything.
Just everything.
Oh, it's good.
Yep, it was
It's
great.
it's his judge of character.
It's fair. And I finally got to hit something with Arcane Lance instead of missing terribly. That was also really good.
Yeah.
A magic missile never misses.
Yeah. So yeah, those were my favorite parts. Where you can find me next will be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for Animus Violentus. And that's it for this week. Other things to share or plug is our sponsors, which I'm going to throw into chat here. which is Fundamental RPG. It's a simple D20 system that's not tied to any genre, so you can use it to play any type of game that you would like, from high fantasy to sci-fi and everything in between. You can pick that up on Amazon, or if you would prefer a digital version, you can pick that up at coffee.com/Raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Also go check out dieharddice.com. Die Hard Dice makes amazing polymer and metal dice sets and accessories, such as this Winter's Embrace Dire D20 that I've been rolling this season. It's big, it's metal, it's heavy, and it's very satisfying to roll, so I highly recommend picking one up. I have a couple of their Dire D20s, and they're just so much fun to roll. Yeah, so, and if you use the code BLACKFEATHER, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off of your order. And I think that's it for things to share for me today. So we're going to go on a raid. I'm just going to make sure that they're still online. They are. We're going to go raid Valdrianth. They're really cool. They're playing some masks over there. Looks like a really good cast. Go say hi, give them a follow if you're not doing so already. And then, yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.